Hi, I'm Rachel Michiko Whitney with IdeateTV, and I'm here with the co-founders of LifeSite, Chris Wong, Crystal Lee, and Yoonjin Chang. So I guess I'll start with you, Chris. Can you tell us a little bit about the inception of LifeSite?
First of all, nothing is more crucial in times of crisis than to have information ready, organized, and available. So the way to think about LifeSite is that it's a digital safe deposit box. We like to use that analogy, completely secure, and it's stored in the cloud. And we store everything from financial papers, bank account information, online passwords. It could be information about your children, your pets, and in my case, right, I have aging parents who are in their 80s, so I store information about my parents as it relates to what their end-of-life issues or wishes might be, as well as things that they want to leave as part of their legacy to their grandchildren, my children, or my family. And that's what we're about. My personal situation, we all have a personal situation, is that I mentioned that my parents were in their 80s, and my mom, like probably many of your moms, right, believes that the safest place to put her personal documents is in the family refrigerator. I mean, for some reason, she thinks the family refrigerator is fireproof, so if the family house burns down, right, the documents will be safe. And I'm sure we all have our individual situations or examples of where our family really believes that their information is safer on their home computer, or the information is safe in a shoe box, or it's safe underneath their mattress. I know Crystal has her personal story. So we started LifeSite just for that, which is to help families not only store the information, find the information, but also to make the information, make it such that the information can be collaborated on, or multiple people can help put the information in there and share the information. Because like what we like to talk about at LifeSite is that information gathering it's a lifetime process. It's also one that is more better facilitated because of the volume of information to be done as almost like a family or / team sport. And so our vision for it is that you can have the children enter information on their phone and then make that available to the parents, or the parents can use whatever device they're comfortable with. But at the end of the day, right, it's people that are working together, put the information in so that everybody in the family can share it across multiple generations.
The story of LifeSite is actually very interesting. There is an insurance company in New York, and their IT team essentially overbuilt a hyper-secure vault. A member of the board at that company knew Chris through a previous business venture, and immediately said Chris Wong is the person to lead this company. So Chris, out there in Silicon Valley, flew to New York, evaluated the system, and hopped on board and immediately got down and dirty into acquiring a team, hiring the people necessary to really build LifeSite into something pretty incredible. So we were really lucky to be brought in as co-founders, and now we're at 12 employees full-time, spread between a Mountain View office and a New York, upstate New York office. And it's been a wild ride. A year has never gone by faster in my life.
I have a question about security, because I'm just thinking about my own family. So we keep everything in manila folders or whatever, in file cabinets. And I know that something that would cause them to hesitate is the security aspect of it, like putting all of this private personal information online. So have you guys approached that issue?
So our system actually has been under development for a number of years, about 2 to 3 years. We've invested millions of dollars into making sure that it is the world's most virtually impenetrable system. You can think of our system as sort of a submarine where it's got different compartments, and it's layered in a way where if a certain part of it were to be compromised, there's still several other layers there to guarantee that the information stays safe. So I'm about to get a little technical, so this is why it's difficult to actually convey this to users sometimes, because it's very difficult to understand how secure it is. But I'll try to explain it. We use this thing called single tenant storage, and single tenant storage is different from multi-tenant storage. So a lot of other competitors out there like Dropbox or Google Drive, they use multi-tenant storage where your information is commingled with other people's information. So it's basically a sitting duck, and if someone were to get in through someone else's account, if someone were to leave their password somewhere, if the wrong person were to write a malicious script to get into that system, your information could actually be technically in the same area. So it may compromise your information without you knowing it, and it won't even be your fault. With LifeSite, single tenant means your information is completely separate from anyone else's, and if anyone were to get into your system through whatever reason, they would only maybe get the name of your dog, and they won't get all the other aspects of your system. So they may not get your medical information, they might not get your career information or your social security number because it's stored separately from other things. So, you know, we're really proud of our single tenant architecture, but if I tell you too much, the wrong person watching this video may also want to exploit that. So, I know it's tough to just say trust us, but we've spent millions and millions of dollars and hundreds of man hours making sure that it is virtually impenetrable.
Let me just add one more thing. So what's really important for another security aspect is actually, we have what's called a personal encryption key. So this is only provided for companies right now. So Google Drive, they only give encryption key for companies because it's so expensive. But we give this key to individuals. So basically, you have your own vault room and with your own key. That means the hacker has to have your key, right? And then we also rotate that key every certain days. That even if it's exposed, it's really hard to track it down. Like they have to find a way to get the key number again. So, which means it's really, really secure. And we actually thought through all the process out there that we make sure that we give peace of mind to users. So,
can you guys talk a little bit about how maybe your background in beauty pageants has helped you with this company now? Like, do you find any things that come up that your beauty pageant experience has helped you with?
Okay. I don't know. So Crystal and I am very unique. We both experienced in the media world, and we both knew that the title doesn't mean we are superior than other people. Title actually gives us so much responsibility to give it back to society. That's what we share. So we are using our title to empower people who are passionate about it and empower, giving back to society in a way, using LifeSite actually. So maybe that way, like title or beauty pageant matters, but maybe, people who are looking at our video maybe enjoys because she's so beautiful.
I'm Rachel Michiko Whitney with IdeateTV.